Now, Nigeria's 1-0 win against Burkina Faso on Sunday was the finale of the second major football tournament to be held in South Africa in 3 years. Following the 2010 FIFA World Cup, the country had stadiums and infrastructure ready for this Africa Cup of Nations. Andy Richardson asked whether the scale of the government's investment in football can ever be justified.
A final few blasts of South African football's unmistakable musical accompaniment, and the country's Cup of Nations was at an end. In quick succession, the world and then their own continent have been South Africa's guests, and fans here feel something substantial has been left behind.
The game of football brings us together as a nation. We don't see each other as a black or white. I think it's a good thing.
It has strengthened just the human relations between, I guess, amongst all of us. Just to know what makes us common. Not necessarily different, but common.
3 years on from South Africa's World Cup, there are still some big questions out there. Should a government ever spend hundreds of millions of dollars on football stadiums when there are more pressing social needs? And should the game's governing body FIFA have taken more than $500 million worth of profit back to Europe from Africa's first World Cup?
Profit isn't a word FIFA likes. Their Secretary-General telling me the vast majority of the money made from the World Cup will be reinvested in football.
It's always the same discussion. I mean, you, FIFA, you are making a lot of money. You arrive somewhere, you are asking for tax exemption, you are asking for this, you are asking for that. You want to have a free use of all the facilities. But again, 80% of our money is going back to football. You cannot change the world, you cannot save the world. The world is a hard world today. But at least football can be used to make the life of a certain number of people a bit better.
Unprotected sex is the most common way that HIV is spread.
And for projects in South Africa like this one that use football as a means of also giving positive health messages to young players, the World Cup really did help focus minds on the need for social as well as sporting change.
Soccer and the World Cup gave us an opportunity to focus on something specific, get something done and deliver on it. And I think we learned a lot in the process, because we, apartheid was this big, clear thing we sort of rallied against and fought. Now we tend to seem to turn on each other more than anything else. And football was an opportunity to, like I said, get something done.
One legacy is undeniable. South Africa has shown that when given the chance, this continent is more than capable of hosting world-class sporting events. Andy Richardson, Al Jazeera, Johannesburg.